Hey guys, James with Torches and Tactical here. So today we got a quick video and we're just going to go over the NexTorch E51. Now yes, before you say anything, this light did come out quite some time ago, but I asked NexTorch specifically to send it over so we could see what their old tech can do and even compare it to some of the lights nowadays. So let's dive right in and find out just how good their 5-year-old tech is. Then we'll take it outside and compare it to its nearest rival that I have from NexTorch, the TA30C. So with the TA30C, dimensionally these lights are very similar, but that's about where the similarities end. So let's get started. Now the E51, this is a high-performance pocket EDC with a Cree XPL V6 LED delivering up to 1000 lumens of output and is powered by a rechargeable 18650 battery. Now this battery, you can charge it with its micro USB direct charging design, and it has 5 modes that are set up to meet your different lighting needs, including momentary high, a double tap for strobe, and then you can do half presses to select between and a full press to select between high, medium, and low. Now high is 1000 lumens. You're supposed to get that runtime for 3 hours and 45 minutes. The weight without the battery is 77 grams, and for the dimensions you have 131 millimeters long by 27 millimeter head and a 22 millimeter body. So let's take a look at the packaging and see what all was included 5 years ago. Alright guys, here's the box. Now, very nice looking. I like the stark white packaging. Has all the specifications listed down below, as well as some of the features of the light. Lets you know that there's a 5-year warranty on said light. And inside the package, the light did come nestled very tightly inside a plastic container. And underneath the light, you do receive a NexTorch branded lanyard, a micro USB charging cable, as well as a couple silica gel to keep things fresh. And inside this little packet you receive spare O-rings, a product registration card, and the manual. The manual's compacted down very tightly. Now the compact E51 from NexTorch is just palm-sized and portable enough for easy pocket carry with the included lanyard or with the captive pocket clip. And the finish is quite well done, if not for being slightly glossy. Now, you saw earlier I compared it to the TA30C. This is a much more matte finish, while if you look at it directly, E51 is a little bit more glossy. But it is a Type 3 hard anodized coating over 6061 aluminum. Now, I was showing you the modes earlier, but that tail cap does have a forward switch, so you can engage a momentary mode without activating the use entirely. And don't get me wrong, after using their newer designs of the UI with the rotary dial, I much prefer the rotary switch and momentary button as opposed to the approach that they've taken here. Although this is still executed quite well. Now it does look quite nice. It is listed as an EDC tactical light, but it doesn't have a very combative or tactical appearance. It doesn't have any stainless steel combat bezel or any other bells and whistles. Now it all does come down to the UI, and which NexTorch has been very good at. But it does feel very well made. It has the NexTorch logo on the tail cap and the removable clip. And regarding the buttons and controls, the click does feel very nice. It's very distinct. However, it's far from silent. The controls, like I said, are the forward clicky type, meaning you have to distinctly choose the mode that you're looking for before you make sure that you do click. Once again, you can do a double tap to get into your strobe mode. Now the light does have a micro USB socket hidden behind the head of the flashlight, and you need to unscrew the head a little. And no, don't worry, you can't fully unscrew the head. But if you do unscrew the head, you reveal the micro USB socket hidden behind. But don't worry, the head seems to be sealed, and I saw no dust particles on the glass or on the reflector. Now that NexTorch branded pocket clip only is removable if the tail cap comes off, as it is held captive underneath it. So with the tail cap off, it comes off quite easily. It also goes back on quite easily, but it's still very sturdy. And as far as the battery is concerned, it is an 18650 2600 milliamp hour cell running at 3.7 volts. Now, it says that you're supposed to get 3 hours and 45 minutes of runtime, and I'm very pleased to say that I got 4 hours and 6 minutes of runtime on a full charge. Now, obviously that's not at full brightness. It will come down the hotter it gets and to extend running time, but I'm not at all displeased with the throw that this puts out, even for that 4 hours and 6 minutes. It seemed to be usable for quite some time, and it's a very neutral color, Now for that 4 hours and 6 minutes, you do get a nice mix of throw and spill. Now the light itself, kind of hard to tell here, but it comes in at about 5200 K on the temperature scale. But I know what you all want to see. You want to see the beam shots from this compared to the TA30C. So let's get out, compare the E51 and the TA30C, so you guys can see just how much can change over the course of 5 years. Alright guys, we're outside now with the NexTorch E51, and I'll go ahead and cycle through these modes. Now it does automatically start on high, but I will navigate through medium and low as well. So this is high with the NexTorch E51. Here's medium. And here's low. Not much to be able to show here with low. And in comparison, we do have the NexTorch TA30C. Now, this is high for the TA30C. We can also go, here's low, and medium, and again high. So that's what we have. Let's get back inside and we'll finish this up. Alright guys, tell me what you thought of the difference between the NexTorch E51 and the TA30C. So now I left it up here because I'm going to give you my final thoughts on the E51, but I have to draw some comparisons to what they deliver today. Now, 5 years ago, this is a fantastic, formidable option. However, with the TA30C, there's a couple things that I find this to be lacking. So for a tactical light, it is relatively compact and has a very nice appearance. I like the flats on the head of the light. But it would have been more apt for the name if it had a stainless steel striking bezel or some way to give you a strike surface. Now I do like that it has a nice battery recharging feature, but in 2022, especially late 2022, micro USB just doesn't seem to be cutting the cake anymore. Now, as far as the UI, this is, as I said, perfectly formidable. However, I've gotten quite used to the rotary dial as well as the momentary button that the TA30C provides, and I just don't think I can take a step back anymore. So now what I want you guys to do is I want you to leave a comment down below telling NexTorch that they need to send me the E51C, that's the 1400 lumen USB-C charging version of the same light, updated for the modern time. And we'll make sure to give you guys a direct head-to-head comparison between the old, which we have now, and the new, the E51C. Alright guys, that's me signing off, and we'll see you in the next one.